was this? Y'all kept blowing me up in the comment section about the last time we reacted to SCP. And you guys have dropped so many YouTubers as a recommendation for me to check out. But Dr. Bob over here just posted another one, and I was at work when he uploaded it. But we are reacting to SCP-745, the headlights. But this is the animation version. I will be checking out y'all's requests. It's gonna take me a minute because y'all know I got a lot of stuff on my plate that I wanna upload onto YouTube. But outside of that, guys, we're just gonna dive into the action. I will link this in the description below. I like watching these creepy animations. Without further ado, there ain't much for me to say other than let's get it. And please go check out their page, man. Their work is just phenomenal.
It's late at night,
there we go.
And you're driving down a desolate stretch of highway somewhere in New Mexico. There's nothing out here except for you, your car, and the road.
Why would I be doing that?
What you don't know is that you're about to encounter something. Something terrifying.
That's why I pray before I go on a trip.
The sky is pitch black. Your own car is barely lighting up the dark road ahead of you. Just then,
even with the high beams,
you spot something in your rearview mirror. It's a pair of headlights. There's nothing too strange about them, except that they're especially bright. Your eyes are so adjusted to the darkness that you have to look away. When you glance in the mirror again, you see that they're closer. Much closer. They must be going awfully fast. You don't know why.
Faster than
my
my
car? Something about the car behind you makes you feel uneasy. There's something off. You speed up a little. Maybe you can keep some distance from them. But the lights keep getting closer. So you speed up a little more. Still, they gain on you, growing bigger and bigger in your rearview mirror. You're getting nervous.
That's when you slow down.
They look like they're barreling right towards you.
Let them pass and keep going.
The lights are able to keep up easily, though. And now, they're right on your tail. No matter how fast you go, they stay right behind you. The lights are so bright and close that they're almost blinding. You're in a full-blown panic. What is going on?
Why would you look
Now the lights
back?
are swerving back and forth behind you. What do they want? You take a sharp turn without indicating, but they follow you without difficulty. You keep your foot smashed down on the accelerator. Your engine is screaming, but they just get closer and closer. They're right on your bumper. The bright white lights burn your eyes so bad that you swat at the rearview mirror to point it down. You look up just in time to see the deer standing in the middle of the road.
Heck no!
You slam on your brakes as hard as you can. Your tires squeal loudly in the night, and you brace yourself to both hit the deer and get rear-ended from behind. You stop inches from the deer as something incredible happens. The two headlights seem to split, passing by you on either side of your car. You and the deer lock eyes for a split second as if you're both thinking, what was that? Before the deer hops away into the night. You don't know what's happening, but you're not going to wait around to find out. You throw the car in reverse and hit the gas before whipping it around 180 degrees. You can't remember how far the last town was, but there's no chance you're going in the direction of those lights. You drive as fast as you can, checking your mirror constantly to see if anything is behind you. Nothing.
Sounds about right.
Darkness. And you're finally safe. No, they're right in front of you. The lights somehow appear out of nowhere right in front of your car. You turn the wheel hard to avoid a head-on collision and you go flying off the road, smashing your head against the window as the car goes flipping and rolling and tumbling. The car comes to a stop 100 feet off the road, upside down, with a lone blinking turn signal dimly lighting up the surrounding field. A single headlight approaches the car.
We just would have hit head-on collision.
It's not moving like a vehicle. It's moving like an animal. You're concussed from the accident, and your vision is starting to fade.
That's
the last thing you see
another
is a second light approaching. The next morning, the local sheriff is investigating the scene of a single car accident. Curiously, there's no body, just a few scraps of clothing and a pair of tennis shoes sitting neatly in the upside-down roof of the car. Strangest, though, are the childlike handprints all over the dirty car door. The sheriff doesn't know what to think. What the sheriff doesn't know is that he has just come upon the aftermath of an SCP-745 attack, a strange and mysterious creature known as the headlights. SCP-745 is the classification the SCP Foundation has given to a bipedal nocturnal predator whose hunting grounds are an abandoned stretch of highway in northern New Mexico. SCP-745's most distinctive feature by far is its head, the top of which is a bloated sac of translucent skin. There are no visible sensory organs present on the head, nor does it appear to have a solid skull. and the creature's brain can be directly seen through the semi-transparent skin, which is covered in a
So
web
there's
of
two of them.
bioluminescent organs. These organs are capable
Holy
of producing
freak.
a steady output of light that's been measured between 1400 to 3200 lumens, which is the equivalent
Jeez,
of
that's
bright
a lot of light.
xenon gas headlights.
Right.
The entity has been observed to have the ability to change the color of this light, as well
What
as
the
flash
frick?
it in specific patterns. It is theorized
So it
that
could
it
be a
engages
cop?
in this behavior as a way to defend itself, and potentially may also use it as a way to communicate with other members of its species. The rest of
that makes
SCP-745's
sense.
body is covered in skin that is a deep, dark, black color that almost seems to absorb light. This quality, when paired with their blindingly bright head protrusion, gives the appearance of a floating point of light in the darkness. Because SCP-745 entities hunt almost exclusively in pairs, with their preferred hunting
that
grounds
makes
being
sense.
remote sections of highway, they are easily mistaken for oncoming or approaching headlights. Two SCP-745 entities
How
are able
fast
to
can they
move
run?
together in perfect synchronicity, running in tandem at speeds up to 180 kilometers per hour.
Dang,
Together,
that's 25,
they will
that's
target
20
lone
miles
vehicles that
faster
they
than my
spot on the
car.
highway and will begin to chase or run straight towards them, giving the unlucky driver the impression that a fast-moving car is rapidly approaching them. After they near the targeted car, they will attempt to stop it by any means necessary, whether by simply forcing the driver to pull over out of fear or by running them off the road completely. Once their prey has stopped, crashed, or become otherwise incapacitated, the pair will stop moving together and approach the car separately to directly assault and then consume
Wow.
the vehicle's occupants. Next to no remains are
Why did they
left
leave the
following an
clothes?
attack, save for a few scraps of clothing in the victim's shoes. Other than the
Right.
damage sustained during the accident, there is never any other sign of struggle or forced entry, with the only other evidence left at the scene being the childlike handprints from SCP-745's small front paws.
So why would the
Strangely,
paws be up
analysis
there?
of SCP-745's genetic structure has revealed that unlike humans, they are not a carbon-based life form, meaning it is unlikely then that they are able to derive any nutrition from the consuming of human flesh. It is
So
theorized
what the
then
frick
that
would they
they may
eat?
be hunting solely for sport or some other form of perverse enjoyment. This
that's
question
freaked out.
remains unanswered, as currently there are no recorded observations of SCP-745 feeding in the wild, as successful attacks have never left any witnesses, and specimens captured by the SCP Foundation refuse to eat it all. No layers, nests, or other refuge of SCP-745 has ever been found, nor has the
That's
Foundation
freaked
located
up.
any breeding grounds or young examples of the entity. It's unknown how
So it doesn't
or
have
if they
babies.
reproduce, or when they may have first
Right.
appeared. What is
Right.
known is that they had established a wide hunting territory across the American Southwest until Foundation teams began a program to thin their numbers in the 1960s. The effort appears to have been successful so far, and all recent sightings of SCP-745 have been limited to a specific stretch of highway in northern New Mexico. SCP-745 has been
So they're
classified
hiding,
as Euclid,
pretty much.
and in order to limit potential exposure to civilians, the Foundation has purchased the land surrounding the highway, with traffic being redirected to other roads. Foundation security teams disguised as highway
That
patrol
makes sense.
officers are to remove any trespassers or lost travelers who accidentally find themselves on the dangerous stretch of highway. The security teams are
makes
also
sense.
tasked with attempting to capture any instances of SCP-745 that they can, and any recovered creatures, live or dead, are to be loaded into Class 3 BCU storage containers and transferred to Site-17 for further study. Containment procedures that are able to preserve living specimens are still being researched, and currently, no examples of SCP-745 have survived for more than a week in captivity. However,
Wow.
seeing as there have been no new sightings of SCP-745 outside of the isolated and monitored stretch of highway, and all reports of phantom lights elsewhere in the country have not pointed to evidence of additional SCP-745 outbreaks, they are considered to be
Jeez.
effectively contained. Now go and watch another entry from the files of Dr. Bob, and make sure you
It's
subscribe
freaking
and
insane.
turn on notifications so you don't miss a single anomaly as we delve further and further into the SCP Foundation's classified archives.
Bro, can we just hold up? But can we just appreciate this man's vocabulary? Like, bro, the words he be using be blowing my mind. I normally try to maintain like at least one word a night, trying to learn new words. But dude, his logical speech, his public speech is just colossal. The man be using words upon words that just blows my mind. It makes me want to use different words. But I mean, they said they've captured the specimen before, but it couldn't even survive at least 1 week. And I'm sitting there thinking, I was like, was it a car? Turns out it was two suckers that was like using their heads to make it think it's a car. It can run up to 180 miles per hour. My car can only go 160, so I'd be beat. I know one thing for sure. If the car was running at me in front of me, ain't no way I'm swerving. I'm like, man, look, we about to just, we about to be some freaked up mother suckers then. Ain't no way I'm swerving out the way because of your shenanigans. Because how the freak did you get from in front of me, now you're back in front of me again? Because you're behind me, now you're in front of me. How's that gonna work? So I'm like, man, we both about to take this L. That's literally the life or death situation I put myself in. I'll be like, look, we both about to take this L. I can't see you. You can barely see me. It is what it is.
I don't like where this is going.
If he were to kept pursuing with that type of speed and, you know, that maintain, if he were to kept going straight, would the specimens move out the way and disperse and try again later? Because they said they do anything to try and stop it. And their lights, their heads, they change colors to communicate. And they can change it. It can go red, yellow, blue, or whatever. I wonder if these things are real. That they do what they can to stop the vehicle and make sure like it's concussed, meaning it's paralyzed, it can't move. And then they make their attack to eat it. Y'all want me to react to more of these? Y'all let me know in the comment section below. Link them down in the comment section. I'll be trying to pick them out one by one because it's very interesting on how these strange creatures are created. But that's going to wrap it up for today's episode of Skylight Reacts. I hope you all enjoyed. If you're ready for the next episode, you know what to do for your boy. Make sure you smack that like. I said make sure you smack that like and consider to join the club. And God bless. Thank you all for watching. Alright party people, you know how we rock. Get out there on the dance floor and show Skylight what you got.